welcome RuShan to Hallway Chats. How are you feeling this morning?
Pretty good. It's a nice Friday morning on SAINTCON after a long family night.
Oh, did you attend with how many family members?
Didn't attend with family. I volunteer in the soldering area. Help kids learn to solder and make
It's even worse than attending.
then make their little projects for the night and help them out problem shoot their electronics that they get for family night.
Okay, so at the end of that, what drugs did you need? Ibuprofen?
No drugs. I don't usually need any of that. Just get to bed.
Okay. Well, that's impressive because I would not want to be around a bunch of small children with very, very, very hot burning needles. What was the favorite mini badge you saw being soldered last night?
Last night, one of Computed Mike's kids made a cool little fox head mini badge that the kids had to solder together with a reverse mount LED. That was actually pretty cool. Well, most of the other ones were pre-assembled. This one they had to fully assemble. It was pretty cool looking with the eyes that glow. And then they put on the back, they had this little orphaned thing over the MK Factory label. That was just pretty cute.
Did they give you one to build yourself?
I did get one. I still need to assemble.
Excellent. Well, I had a little birdie tell me that you're giving a talk this morning.
Yes, I am.
Tell me the name of your talk and the synopsis.
So I'm going to be I'm putting the sec back into DevSecOps, which will keep me at entry level. So I'll be going a lot on what is DevSecOps, how it is, how to get security into your agile development teams, into your factories, how DevOps is really like two systems going through that you need to get security both in the process side and on your development side and not have it heavy on any one side, and how to also improve your agile process with security built in and kind of improve security overall in that it's not shifted but more embedded or integrated into your software development, your DevOps environments to make it truly DevSecOps.
So is that the field that you work in your day job, or is this just something you feel passionately about?
A little bit of both. I'm currently a professor of cybersecurity at DAU, which is the Defense Acquisition University, and I'm working on a software assurance certificate practitioner categories for the acquisition workforce in the federal government. So this all ties into getting that software assurance into the software factories, into your development and the production software to make it secure from the beginning and not trying to be fixed later on, and get that into
Good plan.
acquisitions.
That technical debt is tough stuff.
Yep.
So that's like your day job a little bit. What do you do in your not day job, free time, if you have any?
Free time with conferences around, I like to do electronic badges and things. I've made full out badges for the DEF CON community in the past, and do a lot of mini badges or mini badge holders and try to make them unique and different. And something this year I did stuff for wearing for SAINTCON, so you could carry around your favorite little mini badge with you, even outside of the con, or wear it as earrings or pendants. It was kind of fun. It was nice to see people wearing those and walking around with them. It was kind of fun. I might have to do more next year. I have to see how it goes, and something unique for the coming years. I also like doing puzzles. So I made puzzle mini badges in the past. Wasn't able to do one this year. I hope to get one done again for next year. Another puzzle mini badge where you won't get how to make it until later in the conference. About halfway through, I'll release how to actually produce it. But a lot of people have come up from past years loving putting those together and the challenges of it. That's stuff I enjoy. I love electronics and doing that stuff and spending time with my son and my family as well.
How old is your son?
My son's 14.
14.
Yeah.
During the rough years.
Yep, and have a little dog as well. That's not quite a year, so that's been fun as
Oh,
well.
tell me about your dog. Instant affinity now.
So I have a Cavapoo that's a King Charles Cavalier mixed with a poodle, and it's a little over 7 months old now, and really well behaved for the most part. He's still a little picky eater, but it's fun to play around and walk around with.
Dog as a picky eater?
Yeah.
That's interesting. What does he not eat?
Well, you have to entice him to eat his food more. Like you have to add some cheese or something else.
He wants dinner and a show.
Yes. Which might be from my son giving him snacks on the side, not letting us know, so he gets habit of certain types of foods instead of his food. Yeah, the joys of kids and animals.
So you said you like doing puzzles. Have you ever done any or created any of the hackers challenges?
Haven't done anything within the hackers challenges yet. I mainly deal with the soldering realm, the hardware. That's kind of my passion, where I enjoy playing around as my hobbies, as I have nice soldering equipment and doing that type aspects and taking those projects so people can learn with them and improve their skills, as well as produce something that they can be proud of. It's something I like, and I wanted to tie that into like the hacker challenges at times. I haven't fully gotten it to that point, either due to timing or other things. So would like to incorporate that more into helping in some more hardware aspects into the hackers challenge as well. That'd be a lot of fun.
That would be good. What does your home lab look like for all of these soldering projects? Or is it just the kitchen table?
I have a room in my basement that I did complete for it, but I don't have a desk yet down there, so it's still my kitchen table that my wife just doesn't enjoy at times. I take over half of it for about a month doing soldering this year, as I helped design some projects and fully soldered together 250 mini badges before the conference for a group to hand out fully assembled mini badges for. And then I also assembled all my holders this year. That took a lot of time. So I've soldered almost 400 mini badge part type projects before the conference even started.
Your hand just start cramping at some point?
Not really. That's why it's nice having good equipment.
Okay.
I did splurge and bought some better cutters this year so I could cut through things and not get hand sores, because I went through with my older cutters and it hurt after a while. But my new cutters now I can cut a lot and not be sore.
Excellent. So tell me about your handle, RuShan.
RuShan is Chinese for like mountain.
Okay.
Deals with a nickname I got while in Taiwan. That deals with RuShan. So deals with my last name with Hall. And then RuShan they just liked it as it was, they said I was like a mountain. So RuShan. And I started actually labeling this year my Chinese name onto my mini badges and the projects I've been making.
Yeah, do you have an example of that? I think that'd be really cool to show. We can get a close-up.
So this is the mini badge holder.
Go a little bit closer. Oh, a little bit farther. Perfect. Awesome.
So that's RuShan as a chop. The chop is in China out of cow's horn that they then get your name done into, so you can print in red ink and then hit official documents with. So I took that and then scanned it in and made it into an item. And then I made a mini badge for my wife's earrings of a butterfly that glows. And then on the back, with all the other mini badges I make, there's a little tiny chop of my name that's probably really hard to see on the screen there.
So your handle was essentially given to you.
Yeah. And then I liked it and propagated through when I came back and got into the hacker communities with DC801 and everything there, and started becoming a badge maker for their DEF CON badges for a few years, and then to SAINTCON doing little projects.
What year of SAINTCON is this for you?
This is
10th,
my
20th?
third in-person SAINTCON.
Okay.
I've been part of the Utah SAINTCON community for probably over a decade, but haven't ever been able to make it to the conferences, even when it was in my backyard up in Davis County, which was sad. But I've been finally able to make it down and then get into it. And the first year I came, I made almost all the community mini badges, designed them all, and did a special hardware hacking standard board to go with it that I kind of did a small training session with that was progressive. And then COVID happened the year after, and I made the first puzzle badge during that people bought that ended up being a corded mini badge, a corded puzzle. It was kind of cool with 2 layers with LEDs that they had to figure out how to make. And the winner of that got one of my custom ones from that year as a prize. And then last year I did a 2-layered stitch puzzle badge that had really cool blue lights. It's really pretty. It was lots of fun.
Do you have like a repository? Like we now have a little sort of mini museum of all of these mini badges. Do you keep something like that going for yourself?
I have a little bit. So my first SAINTCON was the Enigma. So I still have the Enigma badge hanging up on my wall with its extenders, with the primary mini badges that I really like there. And I've been looking at figuring out a way of doing a 10 by 10 showcase or something like that to put on the wall, but I haven't quite figured out where to put that yet.
Well, just right next to the kitchen table. Your wife will love it.
So that, and then I also have the COVID mini badge. That's that cool sphere that I've modded a lot of my mini badges with RGB LEDs on them, so it's like a giant disco ball. When lit up, it's kind of fun. That I have also up on my desk with some of the ones I really like. My first mini badge I helped do was a hack in the box one with the 3D printed part and a little PCB at the top that was touch sensitive that changed the LEDs. But I didn't actually make it to that SAINTCON with it, but I helped them make it with Comp, and that was a fun project, and it was lots of fun working with those guys.
Are you into 3D printing at home at all?
Not yet. I'm looking to buy one soon, as my son's actually gotten interested in it as well, and he hasn't shown much interest in a lot of my hobbies, so I'm pretty excited in that.
Seize it. Run with it. Let's go.
Yeah. So I'm looking at which area I want to step in on 3D printers, if I hit like the mini ones at the lower price range, or just go full out and hit the medium to higher price range 3D printers and go full bore into it. So I'm still looking at that, maybe hopefully for Christmas. We'll see how that goes.
Well, I'm sure Marv over there will have lots of thoughts for you.
Yes, quite a few people. I have good friends that will probably give me great advice.
All right. Well, thank you for talking to me today. And hopefully your talk goes, I'm not going to say hopefully. Of course, your talk will go amazingly. Thanks for taking this time.
Thank you.